Okay, so just took a trade. Was Had to be very patient all day for this. I mean, this I took this at like I mean last half an hour of market open. Market's about to close in less than a half an hour. Um, Let me just kind of go over why I took this trade, what I was looking for, etc. So the daily is technically still bearish until we officially close where we're at right now. But until then, we are actually still bearish in the daily. Not that important for my trade here. It was a very it was a quick scalp, but nonetheless, something to take note of. Order flow, right, is bullish on the 4 hour. Um, that's okay. I am thinking that we're going to at least retrace back into this gap here. Although you can see um, the regular trading hours gap or opening gap or whatever just got filled, and that's where my take profit was. Something to take note of. The 1 hour flipped bearish when we closed here below this little candle close. And that's when I decided, okay, I can place a sell if I find an entry. So once we flip bearish here, I was like, okay, we're probably going to retrace into at least the new week opening gap, which was this low here, and potentially go as far as here, but I'm not holding the trade all the way to here. I just wanted a one-to-one. So go to the 15-minute, you see nothing really that I used on the 15-minute, but again, bearish order flow. 5-minute, my higher time frame PD array was this inversion fair value gap here. You can see we closed and invalidated this fair value gap with this candle, so it became an inversion fair value gap that we traded back up into. So that was my higher time frame PD array. I was looking to see if this line's here, I was looking to see if we can potentially come into this 5-minute fair value gap. It's very tiny. We didn't end up trading to it, but that's fine because again, we're using this inversion fair value gap as our PD array. And then on the 1-minute, you can see we have a sweep, break a structure, and I had to be very quick in entering this. I entered for 3 contracts. I had to be. I'll explain. I literally, this is the quickest I've ever won a trade before. Literally in less than a minute, I was in and out with 0 drawdown, which is pretty nice. It didn't really play on my emotions too much because literally we were in and out in 3 seconds. But we inverted this fair value gap with this candle here. I immediately entered, or I immediately put my limit order at this at this inversion fair value gap as soon as we closed below, which was we closed below at the last second of this candle forming on the 1-minute. And then a second into this candle forming, my limit order got triggered, so I had to be very fast in placing that order. Placed it for 3 contracts. As you can see, it literally went from entry to take profit in one candlestick minute, in 1-minute candlestick, one minute candlestick. I was quick with taking 1 contract off here, so I set a quick 1 contract buy limit order here, just for partials, and then immediately when that happened, I put my stop to break even when the partials got triggered. And as you can see, the remaining 2 contracts got triggered at the very bottom here. So we made out with a nice winning trade there. I'll pull up the P&L. So I'm not capping, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just here to journal for myself so I can look back on it. But for anyone curious, that's today's P&L. Finally brought the balance up back to above break even, which was nice to see, right? This is an Express account, so hopefully we can continue to grow this account. But it took a lot of mental fortitude. This account was down close to minus 800, right? So almost halfway to the MLL. So it took a lot of mental fortitude to claw back, and here we are. So we'll continue to be disciplined and patient and implement our strategy when we see it, and hopefully we can grow this number. But yeah, that was the trade I took today. And again, as far as like the mental, psychological side of things, the only stress this trade gave me was the stress of entering, because I had to be very quick about doing so. And I was stressed for about a half a second after I placed this that we might not have actually inverted, because I was trying to be very quick, but we did end up inverting, so I kept the limit order. And yeah, that was about as much stress as this trade gave me. Holding it was very, very easy. I mean, I held it for less than a minute and it hit my final take profit. So yeah, 1-to-1. So yeah, took my piece of the pie, right? That's all you want to do. Just get your piece of the pie if you can for the day. And that's what I did here. So